name is Brandon, and before we dive in, I want to talk to you about today's sponsor. $6shirts.com is bringing you a new shirt exclusively every day for just $6. If you follow the link below, it'll take you directly to the Tea Time page and you can order yourself one. Also, make sure to check out patreon.com/alteredwolters. That's my personal Patreon page, and that lets you support me and the channel so we can continue to grow. Today we're going to be talking about The Forest. Jason Zeta's feature film directorial debut takes place in the Akihara Forest in Japan, commonly referred to as the Suicide Forest. While The Forest has a deep and sometimes dark history, Zeta's film relies on poor jump scares and the audience's misunderstanding of Japanese culture to sell the film. Starting with the positives, although a short list, you can't argue that The Forest isn't a beautiful film. You really have to thank the director of photography for the beautiful movie he's made and presented to the audience. Now, on to the not so good. The score for this movie is virtually non-existent. For 3/4 of the film, we're greeted with Natalie Dormer's grunts, screams, and weird noises, as well as bird chirps, sticks breaking, and leaves rustling. Speaking of Natalie Dormer, thousands of people love her as Marjorie Tyrell in Game of Thrones, and maybe she should just stick to Marjorie Tyrell in Game of Thrones. Natalie Dormer is not a good horror actress. Her portrayal of the character in this movie was not well done, either in Jess or Sarah, because they're twins in the film. She overacts. It is just not a good performance on her part. Arguably worst of all is the plot for The Forest. While the advertising caught my interest, as soon as the title card fades and you're met with the film itself, you realize you're in for 93 minutes of a slow, boring, not well-developed plot, and xenophobia, while intentional or not, runs rampant throughout this feature. My review isn't to say that the horror genre has a duty to its viewers, to coddle them or to treat them as a sensitive audience or people that you can't have serious subjects with. However, The Forest takes Akihara Forest in Japan, which is incredibly sacred, and Japan has a national epidemic of suicide, and throws ghosts and ghouls and goblins into the mix to take this dark, depressing, somber place to a paranormal escapade to try to sell the film. In short, The Forest is a formulaic, trope-filled movie that I just wanted more out of. Personally, The Forest comes in a 4.5 out of 10 due to the potential it had and the incredible cinematography that is presented throughout the feature. In closing, The Forest isn't an awful movie. It's not even the worst movie I've seen this year. However, it is not something you need to go to the cinema for. I 100% recommend watching the movie once it is available digitally, and until then, there is a link down below for the mini-documentary that Vice did on the Akihara Forest in Japan. It is incredibly well done, and it gives you a sense of what the forest is really like when it's not filled with Natalie Dormer in a poorly made, trope-filled movie. Until next time, thank you guys for watching. Please leave me your comments down below on if you like the movie, if you've seen it, if you're not going to see it because of my thoughts and opinions on it. And go ahead and do your own scouring of the webs and check out some other sources. It's not just me that hates this movie, it's quite a few people. It is incredibly disappointing, and it just had so much potential that it didn't live up to.